Hey there, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be playing at Linville Park and Innova sent me a pre-release disc. So this is going to be a very special video because Innova has never done something like this for me before. So as you can tell, I'm really excited. We're going to be playing a safari layout here. For those who have played Linville, you're probably going to be pretty confused, but it's a layout my dad and I created. This disc actually feels really good. It's almost like if a wombat and a Rolo had a baby and then the sister is the fox and this is the baby brother. So I'm really excited to throw it because I haven't thrown it one time and it'll be interesting to see how it plays in the wind as well. Let's get into it. Hole one, about 200 feet. We have a right to left. It's a bit of an awkward footing. I'm just gonna try to release it on hyzer towards the right side and I'll see how the disc. Actually is not that flippy. That actually didn't really, I mean the wind obviously took it, but actually did not flip up that much. Okay, so this weekend, I'm actually leaving for Tallahassee tomorrow. I've been packing all day, like washing my discs and all that stuff, so I'm really excited. I love to pack and organize and that stuff, but I'm also a little nervous because if I place top 2, I can qualify for Supreme Flight and USCGC, so this would be like my ticket to go there. So I've been practicing really hard. I'm gonna try to do my best, but I haven't been performing the best lately. So we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned for the YouTube videos. Okay, looks like we have a putt. It's about 20 feet. No, what? No! Oh my goodness, no, that was a horrible putt. Oh wow, that's a way to start my round. Oh my goodness, this is even farther than my birdie putt. There's no way I'm gonna start off with a bogey on a 200-foot hole. No! No. Okay, well, you know, it was the first putt of the day. I haven't warmed up before this, so hopefully we can get some birdies. Okay, hole 2. This is probably about 200 feet as well. We're just going back up the hill where we came from. I don't know what's the wind doing. Okay, ripping left to right. Oh no. Okay, so as I said in the beginning of the video, it's kind of like wombat, Rolo, fox, all mixed together. So far, it kind of feels like, it feels pretty flippy. I would say the number's like maybe 5, 6, 0, 0. Maybe even like a 1, or yeah, 5, 6, 0, 1. Okay, I landed in front of the fence, luckily. But I still have an awkward putt, and it's a headwind, so. So going into Tallahassee Open, I'm feeling really good about my drives right now. The forehand is a little weak. I feel like I could get it to be a lot more consistent, and sometimes I feel like I'm not getting enough like snap or power once like I release the disc. But my putting is either on or off. I don't really have like a consistent like, oh, it's okay. It's always on or off, and I need to work on that. So I'm gonna practice a lot like before the tournament, like do a lot of warm-up stuff, and hopefully that will help me play better. Okay, hole 3, par 4. It's about 400 feet. Usually we throw a driver over this like barn thing over here, but since this disc is pretty flippy, I think I'm gonna go full send through this gap right here on the left. This is gonna be my first time throwing a full send. So I'm gonna put a bit of hyzer and we'll see how it flies. Well, that's really gonna help us to learn how the disc flies, huh? By the way, if you guys haven't checked out DG Ratings Lab, you really should. It's a great app to show you all of your stats, especially if you're a nerd about ratings and all that. Every single time I play a tournament, you type it into the app and it shows you what your next rating projection is going to be. So it's a great tool, and it's a great resource to track other players' ratings as well. Okay, so we still have about 250 feet left to the basket. I think I'm gonna try to just go like kind of straight at the basket and let it flip up itself, and I'm gonna throw it pretty soft because the wind is pushing it, or it is left to right, so. No. I should have just gone Heiser route if I was gonna do that. So at Tallahassee, I'm gonna be making a video, a doubles match, Shelby Cowan and Cadence Burge versus MJ and I. So I'm really excited for that. You should be too. Stay tuned for it. I'm really excited because we might go to the mall, go shopping with some of my friends, and it's gonna be really warm in Florida, and it's been pretty chilly here these last couple weeks in South Carolina. So that's really what I'm looking forward to the most. Okay, well, if you think I absolutely suck at disc golf, please don't think that. It is windy, and this is a new disc. And this hasn't been a great putter for me. It's really glidey, so I'm gonna try to putt like at the cage, and hopefully it gets some height, because this disc just goes for days. I don't know if I would recommend it as a putting putter, but definitely like a beginner mid-range for sure, and like a scramble disc, or even a mid-range, honestly. I don't know. I haven't thrown this disc enough. Get up. This is so frustrating. Why can't I make a putt? So I saw on Sunday it might be raining pretty hard, and one of the things I like to do to prepare for that is I like to bring my Squatch rain fly. It comes in handy because you just put this like basically an umbrella for your bag, and it's really easy to use. You put it on, and there's like this flap. You can grab your disc really easily, and it keeps your disc dry. So 100% would recommend that. Okay, so we're on hole 4. I'm +1 so far. Not playing the best, but it is a new disc. So now we have a open hole to really see how it flies. It's about 210 feet. Let's hopefully we can get my first birdie. That thing flied very straight. Wow, that almost went in. I threw that like maybe like 60% power, and that like basically is parked. Looks like I'm open. I'm really good at really easy open holes. So my biggest goals for this year is to win the AM Slam, US Women's, Junior Worlds, and AM Worlds. I'm really excited because a lot of my friends are going to be going, and it'll be my first time playing the AM Worlds. So the divisions I'll be playing is actually kind of exciting because I'll be playing FA1 for USWDGC, which is kind of something new and exciting. And then for Junior Worlds, I'm going to be playing FJ18, which is one division up from the division I should be playing, which is FJ15. So pretty excited for that. There's some good competition out there. We have a chance to get back to Ethan, but who knows with my putting. Wow, we made a putt. Okay, so some of the reasons I'm going to be moving up in divisions this year is because I've already won 4 majors in FJ12, and I feel like I have gotten a lot better over these couple of years, and there's obviously a lot of competition in FJ15, but in FJ18 there's also going to be coverage, and I really want to get my name out there even more. So that's the reason I'm going to be playing FJ18 at Worlds and FA1 at US Women's, because I really want to get that coverage. The dogs, let's go. I really want to get my, I would really like to get my name out there as much as possible. That's one of the reasons we started this YouTube channel, and I would love to challenge myself, and that's really the only way you're going to get better is if you're challenging yourself, not playing easy courses, playing hard courses, and having harder competition is really what's going to level you up. So I'm really excited for these next few majors. So we're on hole 5. It's 550 feet. It's a par 4, and we have OB on the road, and we kind of have a low ceiling here. So for this disc, from what I've learned so far, is it's pretty flippy. Like I was saying about the Wombat Roller or Rolo and Fox mix, it actually flies pretty straight. I think it really just depends on how much power you're putting on the disc. Like I would say 80% power for like the 60-mile-per-hour arm speed. I think you're getting that nice flip up, and like 50% power, I think it's just gonna fly dead straight, and it glides really far. So I'm gonna do like a hyzer, flip up to flat, and like over that twiggly thing over there. Why aren't you flipping? No. Well, that disc definitely flew a bit straighter than I thought it would. I definitely should have put more ante on that though. But there is a bit of a right to left, but still. Maybe that disc is straighter than I thought it was. Looks like I might have to take it back a little bit. Hopefully I can save the par because I only have one birdie and I'm even. And usually I'm shooting like 8 down on the front 9. Sorry for the background noise. The dogs are pretty noisy around here. I did have to take it a little bit further back because it went pretty early out of bounds, but this is I have a good opportunity to save par. Okay, wow, that actually dumped like a lot. I did throw that pretty soft though, but still, like I feel like that disc is very similar to a wombat. I think that's what I'm comparing it to the most right now, or a proto glow fox. So it definitely does feel less like a wombat. I think it feels more like a fox. It's more like a straight lip, and it doesn't really have the bead. And I actually really like this plastic. Like that's the star plastic that I'm throwing right now. I haven't tested out any of the other plastics, but so far, if I was to bag that disc, I think I'm going to be throwing that plastic. It's a really gummy feel, and I really like how the gummy feels compared to other plastics. Yay! Made a 20-footer. This is hole 6. It's a par 4. I would say this is probably like 550 feet, slightly uphill. We do have a left to right, and the sidewalk is OB as well. I'm gonna try to rip this like full send. So we'll see how this like actually flies without throwing it straight into the ground. That was a great, like I said, so on full like send, it does have a lot of flip to it. It's just like that 60-50% where it's just gonna fly straight and not very fast. But also, a lot of people are probably gonna have a faster arm speed than I do. I throw like 63 miles per hour, so it might be a little bit more flippy for you than it is for me. So if you're someone who plays a lot of woods golf like me, live in like the Charlotte, Nashville area, I throw a lot of, one of the reasons I throw the Rollo or have it in my bag is because I get into trouble quite a bit, and when it's like on like a knee and I need something to like flip up for me, or I just need something to glide, I think this disc would be also a great alternative for the Rollo because it also just glides, and it's a great like scramble disc shot, as I was saying earlier. So if you're a woods golfer, you might want to pick up one of these, honestly. And if you are like a beginner disc golfer and you need something to fly straight for you, I also recommend this. Okay, I'm gonna try to throw this in for eagle. I actually haven't gotten an eagle on this hole, and for some reason this is the closest I've been for eagle with like a mid. I'm just scared this is gonna glide too far because I don't really know how much power I need to put on it for it to be on like approach. No, boo. Okay, so at least I have a pretty easy birdie look. We will be -1, but through the 6 holes, I am usually doing better than just -1. But at least we're negative while staying positive now. So after throwing this disc for a couple holes, I feel like this disc definitely overlaps a couple of discs in the disc golf game, but there's just so many discs out there, and I feel like it really all boils down to feel. Like in my bag, I have 2 different invaders. I have the luster invader and I have the star invader, and they fly basically the exact same way. It's just for my star invader, if I feel more confident throwing that for up shots. My Luster Invader, I feel more confident throwing it on tee shots. So for me especially, it really like all comes down to feel, because in the cold, sometimes the disc will feel like slippery and I won't feel confident throwing a disc. But if it's something like this, like a Star Plastic that's like really gummy, I'll feel more confident hitting a gap because it grips to my fingers and my hand a lot better. So I would definitely give this disc a try. Okay, so this is hole 7, 225 feet, pretty uphill. I'm gonna try to throw it at that tree because the wind is a right to left, so it will make the disc fade a bit more. Oh my, I said throw it at the tree, not to wherever I'm going. Okay, I think this putt is 40 feet away. I haven't really made a long putt all around, so hopefully I can make a long one. No! Hole 8, this hole is about 230. One of my favorite holes because it kind of has like a gap and it goes downhill and the basket is elevated. So kind of a cool hole. I'm gonna throw this like maybe 60% power and just try to have like a nice slip up. Oh my, what am I doing? Okay, well I got the flip up. What the, did you see that? Okay, so out of all the majors I'm gonna be playing this year, the one I'm probably most excited for is Amateur Worlds, because I feel like that has the biggest field and most eyeballs are on that event. So really excited, because I feel like anytime I play something new, it's always really exciting. How the heck am I 15 feet away? What in the luck? You're gonna have to zoom in on that clip where it goes like straight nose up. I do not deserve to be this close to the basket. Wow, somehow I'm like 3 down, right? Okay, so we are on the final hole, hole 9. This hole is about 220 feet. We are playing this left and right tree as a Mando. On the road behind the basket is OB deep. So I'm just gonna try to aim at that tree, like the really big pine tree at the next to the basket, and throw it pretty low and hopefully it fades because it is a right to left. Oh, sit down. Okay. No, I scuttled into the OB. Oh, that was a perfect shot, but it's like, I don't know, it got really fast ground play and went OB. Tap and par, I guess. Okay, so just for the fun of it, even though I'm supposed to go in front of the fence, I'm gonna putt in between this thing just for entertainment. Oh my gosh, I think I foot faulted by using this ledge as like a supporter, but that was a good round. I'm actually not too mad. That was a fun putt. Okay, so the moment you've all been waiting for, this disc is called the Arachnid. I am throwing it in the Star Plastic, and this disc is really, really good. I actually really like it, and I might even consider bagging it because I just love the feel of this disc and how gummy it is. And I don't know, I really enjoyed throwing it today, and I loved like how glidey the disc is. It just goes forever. This disc actually has pretty much of like a blunt edge, and it has a pretty flat top, maybe a little bit of dome, but I really like how this disc was flying for me. It doesn't really have too much of a bead, but it definitely has like a little bit of a bead right here. And honestly, this disc can be suitable for all arm speeds. It just depends on the way you throw it. I don't know, I really like how the disc fell. Like I said, I might bag it. It definitely is pretty flippy for someone who throws 60 miles per hour. I think I would compare it to more of a Mako and a Wombat. I think it feels like a Fox and a Wombat, but I think it flies more like a Wombat and a Mako. I just keep coming up with discs and putting them together for this disc, but I'm certain that I'm going to see a lot of people throwing this disc. Thanks for tuning in and watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe so you can stay notified for our Tallahassee videos that we're coming out with very, very soon. And we'll see you in the next one.